All right, good morning, everybody, and we are here for just one item on the agenda today, and we'll go ahead and start out with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, and with that, we just have the one item. I don't actually have the agenda in front of me. Do you want to read it in or give me a copy? Great, thank you very much. Okay, the first and only item on today's agenda is the department report, authorization to negotiate terms to purchase property. And so, should we start out with Karen or?
Sure.
The appropriate, yeah, please.
Sure. The item before you today is a request to negotiate the purchasing terms of the property located at 1017 4th Street in Eureka. This property is adjacent to the Public Defender building. The purchase of this property would be in line with the facility master plan adopted by your board. We have Public Works staff here if you have questions for them.
That's great. Why don't you go ahead and come on up and give us some background, if you could, because I know this was on our agenda in the past, and we were almost going to do it, but then we didn't. And so what's the update? Where are we at with all this? There you go.
Good morning. So this property was part of the...
Your name and...
Sean Meehan, Deputy Director, Facilities Management for Public Works.
Thank you.
This property, 1017 4th Street, this was part of the original number of parcels that were tried to acquire in 2019, 2020, or I think earlier. It's back on the market. There are no tenants. We've confirmed that, and so it's still a strategically valuable piece for the facilities master plan. So, yeah, frankly, this is kind of a Hail Mary. This is a last-ditched effort to try to get with the owner and with the owner's agent to attempt to purchase it. We've heard that there are other interested parties, private sector parties, who would be able to move more quickly than we can. So this is what we can do at this point to expedite, get the first step out of the way, and hopefully this will pave the way for continued negotiations and discussions with the owner and their agent.
Great. And at the time we last looked at this, I think there were 2 or 3 parcels that went all the way to the corner, including the burrito shop, Raliberto's. So does it still include all of those properties or just the first house?
Just the first house.
Okay.
1017 4th Street. Yeah,
Okay.
that is the only structure for sale currently. That is the only structure without tenants currently.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So there was actually 3 properties we were looking at before,
That's correct.
and this is just the first one right next to Public Defenders.
Correct.
All right, well, I'll see if any of the board members have any questions. Supervisor Bushnell?
Thank you, through the chair. Do we have what are we authorizing for the top? Is there a top amount or not to exceed or what?
I don't know that we've set that amount. We have an idea of what the property is being sold for. I don't know if we want to discuss that today or keep that as part of the negotiation. The county administrative officer, Ms. Hayes, is aware of the proposed price and has authorized finance plan funds to purchase the property. And we'll be coming back to your board once those negotiations actually begin.
So we'll come back and we'll know the amount at that time?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right, any other questions? Are there any members of the public that would like to speak here in the audience today? How about on Zoom? All right, hearing none, do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
To?
Staff recommendations.
Thank you, Supervisor Bushnell.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Let's do a roll call vote, please.
Okay, so Supervisor Bushnell,
Yes.
Supervisor Wilson,
Yes.
and Supervisor Madrone.
Yes,
Thank you,
and for
motion.
the audience that's not here today, we have 2 absent, so that's a 3-0 vote. And it passes. Thank you very much. And with that, we are adjourned. Quickest meeting ever.